Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. This is the first meeting of this year, so happy new year. And outside of that, I would ask that everyone stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, Helen, any minutes? Let's go around.
Yes.
Okay, let's see, commissioners, all commissioner, okay. I have commissioner meetings from November 18th of last year, 2025, November 25th last year, December 16th of last year. I would entertain a motion. I have a motion, do I have a second?
No, I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, let's see here. And then, have we got any reports going at all?
Yes, we have clerk report fees.
Oh, okay.
How'd you do this month? 13,532. Yeah, that's pretty good. They got a raise in fees. I think this last year out of the legislature, so that helps.
Yes, it does. If you would show us receiving that, Helen, please. Hey. Any correspondence?
I have none.
Commissioners?
I haven't
Alright.
been to-
All right. Okay, calendar review. And just so you know, CTAC is canceled this month, so don't bother on that one, CTAC.
Okay. Very long time ago, up to date. Tomorrow, Beaverhead Dare Lodge Working Group
Mhm.
and Butte at 1, Thursday, road safety meeting at 7. There's no seat. Survey review at 1:30, and it's Commissioner Doolittle's Friday. Is Basin Water and Sewer meeting, or are they still kind of whenever?
Yeah, I think they're still on that schedule. Do you know, Dee Dee, are they still on this Thursday?
Second Thursday of the month, the
Second
6:30 at the
Thursday, yep.
school every
Yes.
month.
Still on there?
It's rare when we have to deviate. You wanna know about Basin School? Board?
You can give us a report probably during public comment when we get down there.
Well, I'm just saying, their meeting,
Oh, their meeting time?
yeah, they fluctuate all over the place. Their meeting is, I think it comes before you on the 20th, so it's the Tuesday, I think before that is when they're meeting.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, they're all over the board.
Mhm.
Okay. Commission reports. I'm gonna start off with you, Commissioner Doolittle.
Oh,
pretty quiet over the holidays. I did have a meeting on the 22nd with Many Rivers Whole Health. They talked about some quarter-time position. They're gonna do contract work and they're gonna try to get somebody more often in the Whitehall area and in Townsend. And they discussed the 2% COLA that they voted on for the employees because of the new year. 12/24, we had a safety meeting out at the road department. We did discuss safety and no injuries, but mostly it was a lunch for Christmas holidays for all the employees. Everybody's doing good. Their safety's good. Jesse was there, went over a couple things. Bear went through some stuff. All went good. Had a road meeting this morning, lots of requests for sand. They're trying to clean up trees from the windstorm, plowing and sand and equipment maintenance. That's in pretty much all of the areas. Got some delineator markers and the culvert inventory done or being done. Lots of sign maintenance. They did get the culverts put in on McCarty Creek. And that's about it. You want me to give the health report?
If you want.
Well,
Well,
not
not
me.
stab what you don't have.
We had a meeting with our health nurse supervisor this morning. Talked about communicable diseases, the flu. They've had 21 cases of influenza A, 2 of them were hospitalized, all ages, all areas of the county. 8 active cases of COVID. They're working on their end of their quarterly grants reports. They're due this month. We discussed the wellness event that's coming up in August. They're gonna start planning on it early. And the transition of the sanitarian position and working with the contractors. And some areas where we can keep some files and what they're gonna do with those.
Holy cow, that's why you were chair now. Oh. Okay, I'll go ahead and go next. The only 2 things I've got just to add to yours on the. And then I'll back up the road crew. The only thing I could see was they're working on removing willows on Lower Valley Road near Smith Ranch. Then as for the health, they were what you pretty much covered, we're trying to transition with the environmental health, which is the sanitation department, sanitarian. That's all I have on that. And then as for mine, on a Tuesday, the 16th of last month, Jefferson County DUI Task Force, we met. Task Force announced that Trooper Matthew Wilson, who resides in Jefferson County, was chosen as Montana Highway Patrol Trooper of the Year. That's pretty much all I have. Commissioner Kirsch.
I had a pretty quiet last couple weeks as well. We had a good Christmas potluck right before the windstorm on the 17th out at the fairgrounds, and that went very well. We were well attended, probably 50 people there. Bear made a pulled pork for the county employees, and it went very well. That's when the wind started. So the next couple of days were a little hit and miss as far as our offices being open. We were without power and without communications, essentially, no phone, no power, no nothing. So we kind of ran everything from home.
No heat.
The office, yeah, no heat as well. So, but that went through pretty good. It gave us a little bit of an opportunity to step back and say, how can we improve our services when we don't have power? Because that affects everything. So, let's see, really, I came in the day after Christmas for my Friday and worked for a little while. And pretty quiet around here the day after Christmas. Last week I stayed home, but I zoomed into the meeting with the sanitarian, the contract sanitarian that you guys met with last week, and we're transitioning our on-call or our actually it's a part-time sanitarian decided he doesn't want to work here anymore, so we're without a on-board sanitarian in the county, and we've been trying to hire one since Megan left earlier this year, and there's just nobody out there. So our contract sanitarian actually does full services for other counties, so it makes it nice. So we don't actually need a sanitarian on staff. We can pretty much divert all our questions and concerns over to him, and he'll take care of it. So it'll probably actually save the county a little bit of money. I think we're gonna still look for somebody to fill the shoes. If we can find somebody, we'll probably go that way. If we can have somebody sitting here as a sanitarian, or even a part-time sanitarian, but Molly over at the health department is gonna start helping us with the admin part of it. So if you have any sanitary issues or questions, you can divert those over to the health department, to Molly over there, and she'll direct you over to, I don't even know the name of that outfit. Do you guys remember the name of
What's
that sanitary outfit that we contract with?
Southwest Montana Consulting.
Southwest Montana Consulting. And they're down in Twin Bridges, is that right? Their office is in Twin Bridges.
Yeah.
So very happy to have those guys on board. They do a great job. They've been working with Matt since Megan quit. They've been doing a lot of the stuff that Matt couldn't get to, and now they'll pretty much do everything. Molly will just be the one pointing people in the right direction, so that was a good meeting. And I think that was about it. This morning we did meet with the road supervisor and Pam from the health department, so yeah, pretty quiet couple weeks. We appreciate the break.
Nice. Thanks, Commissioner. Okay, now we're gonna get to the opportunity for public comment. This is the opportunity for anyone that anything that's not on the agenda wishes to speak about, but we can't take any action on or vote. Only thing I would ask that prior to speaking, that you identify yourself, please. So is there any public comment? No? Okay.
We're all ready to say something. Go.
He answered it.
Oh, wow. It was Bobcats, right? Okay.
No. It was, who do we contact in case somebody wants to put in a septic system?
Oh,
And
okay.
he answered it.
Now we're good. Okay, now we've got items for action and review. In this case, the subdivision review has been canceled, so we will not do that. It's based on the planning department. They asked to put that on hold. So we'll move into the non-time specific items, and the first one is elect presiding officer. And I guess what I would point there is, does anybody have any nominations or?
I vote to nominate Mr. Dan again for another year. You've been there a year, you've been doing a good job. We'll do one more year. Typically, we do 2-year stints as chairman of the board, so I think you're doing a great job, and another year will make you even sharper, so I move that you take that position one more year.
Okay, second. No, thank you. Any other discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. That was quick. Now, this one is the resolution 01-2026, which is setting the meeting day for the Board of County Commissioners. I'm not gonna read all this, but resolution 01-2026 is a setting meeting day for Board of County Commissioners, and it has not changed. So what it is that whereas the Board of County Commissioners of Jefferson County, Montana has determined that every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. is the best time for their regular meeting for the purpose of conducting its official business. And that is pretty much covers it, unless anyone has any other questions. It hasn't changed. Okay.
The morning meetings start at 9:30.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yep. It's in here somewhere. Okay, there it is. Now it'd be resolved that every Tuesday, 1:30 p.m. of each week will be the regular meeting date and time effective the first day of January 2026. And then every Tuesday morning of each week, starting at 9:30 a.m. will be the time set for claims approval, followed by department updates. And in this case, Robert's Rules of Order shall be adhered to at these meetings. The commission will recess for lunch and reconvene at 1:30 p.m. for the regular meeting to conduct official business. Any questions?
I think we'll eventually have to amend that as we get our claims process all electronic. We used to come in here and pile of claims and we'd all review them and sign them in a big pile of paper. Now they're all electronic, so we can do them at home or we can do them in our office. And it's not very easy to do them here, but so they're about half and half now. We got half electronic and half still paper. We're trying to get transitioned over completely to electronic, but I think Tuesday mornings will still be set aside for us to come in and discuss any of the issues with those claims and sign. We have a paper that we sign that says we looked at the claims and all as well. So that part probably won't change. Then we start into our meetings with our various department heads after that. So kind of cool. The claims, we're going to save quite a bit of paper, I think, once they go all electronic. It's a huge amount of paper that we use.
Reams of it.
What's that?
Reams of it.
Reams of paper, yeah, just printing. Then as soon as the claims are all signed and done, she scans them all in and throws them all in the garbage, and it's all electronic anyway from after we sign them, so.
So I have a stupid question. You just mentioned, we had a lot of fun when we didn't have power for 28 hours. Is there gonna be some type of backup in case that happens, and or are your claims gonna go bye-bye?
Well, I think if a power outage actually happened on that particular day, I had to ask my IT if that server stays up in the power outage. Cause it's a local server that it's stored on.
It does, and it's run by a generator. The problem is, there's no power in the buildings, these computers don't work, but we can remote into the system from our computers, and so can Ginger, so we can still do stuff like claims, payroll. It just takes longer, and it's a little different process.
They don't have battery backups.
They do, but they don't last 2 days.
Yeah, so it had to be a long-term deal, and we've missed weeks with claims, we'll be at Mako, and sometimes we won't do claims, so. Missing a week with claims isn't a big deal, payroll and those other things are pretty important, but I think. Like Craig said, if the master server's on a backup or the generator, then we should be able to remote in from wherever and be able to do our work remotely and not have to worry about the power here, so. Yep, so I think that was about it, so.
Okay, all right, then, resolution 01-2026, setting meeting date for Board of County Commissioners. I would entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve that resolution, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Second, okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, resolution 02-2026 is a resolution establishing office hours. Whereas it's Montana Code 7-4-102, and it states which offices shall be open between 8 AM and noon and 1 PM to 5 PM. Except for circumstances of legal holidays or emergency circumstances with the following exceptions. County Attorney's Office 8 to 4, Justice Court 8 to 4, Sheriff's Office is 24/7, and County Superintendent of Schools Monday and Tuesday 8 AM to noon, and there 1 PM to 5 PM, and Wednesday 8 AM to noon. So none of this has changed at all. Does anyone have any questions about this one? Not, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion, we approve resolution 02-2026, establishing office hours.
Second, Mr.
Okay,
Chairman.
any other discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This one is resolution 03-2026, which is a setting per diem rates and mileage claim. And what it says now is, there is an exception, this one's changed. Standard mileage in the past was 70 cents, now it is 72.5 cents per mile up to 1,000 miles, and will be at 69.5 cents thereafter. And then as for in-state, I don't know if that's changed or not, as for meal reimbursements. Morning meal, 12 AM to 10 AM is $8.25. Midday meal between 10 AM and 3 PM is $9.25. The evening meal between 3:01 PM and midnight is $16. That's in-state. Out-of-state, morning meal, 12:01 AM to 10 AM is $13. Midday meal between 10:01 AM and 3 PM is $15. And the evening meal between 3:01 PM and 12 midnight is $26. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll move to approve resolution 03-2026, Mr. Chairman.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any other discussion? Not all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Okay. Oh, yes, okay. The last one we're coming to is resolution 04-2026, which is a resolution designating posting places for board agendas and meeting notices. And whereas the Board of Jefferson County Commissioners, Advisory Board and Committees, and all special district boards must ensure their meetings are open to the public pursuant to Montana Code Annotated 7-1-2123. And in this case, nothing has changed, but I'll go over it again. And where it needs to be posted is Jefferson County Courthouse, Whitehall Post Office, Boulder Post Office, Clancy Post Office, Jefferson City Post Office, Basin Post Office, and Cardwell Post Office. And then also now therefore be further resolved is there are 2 publications in Jefferson County. Every agenda for a public meeting shall be faxed or emailed to the following newspapers. And what that is the Whitehall Ledger and the Monitor. So again, nothing has changed on this. Is there any questions? Not, I entertain a motion.
I will make a motion that we approve resolution 04/2026.
Have a second.
Second that, Mr.
Okay,
Chairman.
any other discussion? Okay, if not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Well, that's all we have on the agenda, if anything, so. Outside of that, we'll be adjourned, unless anyone has a question.
All right, I'm shutting it off, Luke. Keep going.